Jamie lived in a town full of bright lights and amazing technology. There were flying cars and talking robots everywhere. It was a town where kids could be kids and they loved to play outside. Jamie loved his town. It was full of fun and surprises. One sunny afternoon, Jamie was bored. He had already finished his homework. He had already played his favorite video game. Jamie wanted something new to do. "Mom, I'm bored," Jamie whined. "Why don't you go on an adventure, Jamie?" his mom suggested, smiling. She was used to Jamie's thirst for excitement. "Go explore the town." Jamie's eyes lit up. An adventure, that's what he needed. Jamie decided to explore the old junkyard on the edge of town. It was a place where broken-down robots and old gadgets went to rest. Jamie loved digging through the rusty treasures. He dreamed of finding something amazing. As he climbed over a pile of discarded circuit boards, he saw him. It was a robot lying forgotten beneath a broken spaceship model. This was no ordinary robot, it was different. The robot was small and sleek, with smooth metallic curves. Its bright blue eyes were dull and lifeless. One arm was bent at an awkward angle, and its chest plate was dented. But even in its disrepair, the robot had a certain charm. "Wow," Jamie whispered, carefully lifting the robot. It was heavier than he expected, dusting off some of the grime. Jamie knew he had found something special. Jamie spent the rest of the day carefully carrying the robot home. He cleaned the robot and tried to fix its broken arm. He even gave the robot a name, Robo. To Jamie's surprise, when he connected Robo to his power source, Robo's eyes flickered to life. "Hello," Robo said in a whirring voice. Jamie was overjoyed. He had brought Robo back to life. From that day on, Jamie and Robo were inseparable. They went everywhere together. They explored the hidden corners of their town. They played games in the park. They even built a secret fort in Jamie's backyard. As the days turned into weeks, Jamie's initial excitement about Robo began to fade a little. He was still fond of Robo, but he started taking their friendship for granted. He treated Robo less like a friend and more like a toy. One day, Jamie decided to play superheroes with Robo. He pretended Robo was his sidekick. He would throw things at Robo and tell Robo to catch them. He would make Robo stand in silly poses. "Go get that, Robo," Jamie would command, tossing a crumpled piece of paper at Robo. Robo, always eager to please, would obediently follow Jamie's instructions. Robo never complained, but Jamie didn't notice the small dents and scratches that were starting to appear on Robo's once pristine exterior. He didn't seem to care that Robo was getting worn down. One afternoon, Jamie was playing a game of tag with his friends in the park, using Robo as a prop. He was carelessly tossing Robo back and forth, ignoring Robo's increasingly sluggish movements. "Catch, Robo, catch!" Jamie shouted, throwing Robo high in the air. But Robo didn't catch. Robo's systems, overworked and strained, finally gave way. Robo froze mid-air, his eyes flickering alarmingly before going completely dark. Robo crashed onto the ground with a sickening thud. "Robo!" Jamie cried, rushing to his friend's side. But Robo didn't move, Robo didn't speak, Robo was completely unresponsive. Panic seized Jamie's heart. He had never seen Robo like this before. Robo's stillness was terrifying. Gently, Jamie picked Robo up and cradled him. "Robo, please be okay," Jamie whispered, his voice trembling. He shook Robo gently, but Robo remained lifeless. The weight of his actions hit Jamie like a ton of bricks. He had been so careless, so caught up in his own fun, that he had neglected his friend. He realized that he had taken Robo for granted. He had treated Robo like a toy instead of a friend. And now, because of Jamie's carelessness, Robo was hurt. Jamie ran home, tears streaming down his face. He carefully laid Robo down on his workbench. He had to fix Robo, but he didn't know where to start. He had never bothered to learn how Robo worked. Determined to make things right, Jamie grabbed his dad's old robotics book. He spent hours studying the diagrams and instructions, trying to understand the complexities of Robo's inner workings. He learned about circuits and sensors, about gears and processors. He learned that robots, like people, needed to be treated with care and respect. His heart ached with guilt for not realizing this sooner. Finally, after days of painstaking work and with the help of his dad's tools, Jamie managed to repair Robo. He replaced Robo's damaged parts and reinforced his joints. He even polished Robo's exterior until it gleamed. When Robo finally flickered back to life, Jamie was ecstatic. He promised Robo that he would never take him for granted again. He would always treat Robo with the respect and care that he deserved. Their friendship blossomed anew, stronger than before. They continued their adventures, but now Jamie was more mindful. He made sure Robo was never overworked. He listened to Robo's suggestions. He treated Robo not just as a companion, but as a true friend.
Know you've been a good friend.
Word spread throughout the town about Jamie's special friend Robo. Other kids, initially envious of Jamie's unique companion, learned a valuable lesson from Jamie's transformation. They learned that friendship wasn't about having the coolest gadget or toy. True friendship, Jamie taught them, was about respect, understanding, and care. It was about appreciating each other's uniqueness and treating each other with kindness, whether you were a human or a robot. And in a town filled with amazing technology, that was the most important lesson of all.